Alright, here we are. Okay. We got a lot to hit. Right, I need to get money. Okay, well. Okay, everything's active, right? Okay, let's make sure. In fact, this is where it reviews. Okay, yeah, it does go away. Nice, okay. You know that I should have used that by the start. But I'm dumb. Well, it doesn't matter now. Right. Alright, so first things first, pig bank. And money. Oops, that scared me actually. Oh, never mind. I guess we can't. Just do that, I guess. There we go. Alright. First, money. Okay. Okay, this we'll just auto sell. We'll just get 100 platinum before we stop. In fact, we may just do 100 platinum plus. Oh well. In fact, that's good enough actually for me. And then we're not even gonna take what's in this crate, like no matter what it is. Okay. Well, time to get Storm Saber, I guess. And I already did something wrong. Okay. Right. It's actually gonna suck. I just realized how bad this is gonna be. Whatever. So let's do this for now. How much damage you fucking take? Oh shit. Okay, hold on. There we go. That should help. Hey, Francine, welcome back. I think I actually have a better name for this challenge, by the way. Probably Fox and Wolf, Reaper and Death. In fact, yeah, that's what we'll name it. So you get some thing. In fact, I have a better name. Shit. Oh wow, that was a lot of damage. Okay. What are we naming a wolf? Wonder what we're naming wolf. Is he like a reaper or what? Stupid. Actually, hold on, I have an idea. By the way, Francine, do you understand the concept of this challenge, by the way? By the comment? Or do you have questions? It's such a good. We're definitely gonna need Featherfall, honestly, if we're doing this. Also, by the way, we're gonna do... I gotta make sure. We're gonna get Defied, whatever it's called. Actually, this might be good. Let's check this out, honestly. I kind of never use this. I hope I don't get struck by fucking light. Yeah, Featherfall would be better for this. Oh. I do, it's intriguing. Yeah, so, by the way, you're probably thinking, like, how do we switch character in the middle of the fucking game? Also, we should probably remember to keep track of tokens. So we're gonna make a token counter, in fact. Actually, I'll just keep track of tokens. Yeah, something else. But we don't really have a token right now, so it's fine. There's no way to keep track of tokens, so. In fact, there is. Okay. We'll just use Discord's tokens. Like, not tokens. We'll just use Discord's VC to identify tokens. That's a little more actually. I need that. I don't need that, though. This is actually one of the things I need. But yeah, we're allowed to also... I think we're... So just for the start... In fact, no, actually, never mind. I was gonna say for the start we can allow some switches, but we're not going to. Even though we did switch to show Francium, but that was just to show him. So actually, it's fine. Like, it's to explain things. So that's the only reason we're gonna ever switch, like randomly. So yeah. Okay, can we? I need to get some searches right. But yeah, also each character comes with a different challenge. So we know how Fox is Ironheart, correct? Okay, I'm following you too. Okay. But Fox is Ironheart. This will be Defied Rune. And no, I'm not doing that yet. Not what I'm looking for. Honestly, you know what would be better? Doing probably up as space since we're not using it. So might as well. Just so, okay. No, that's not gonna work. Just gonna do a flash shift, I guess. Hey, buddy. This definitely is worse. I wonder how much damage this does. It sucks. Not what I'm looking for. Also, that's right, big suck potions. We're out of meteorite. In fact, we should only, let's just get 100 meteorite blocks, just shoot them. That's too many. Whatever. But yeah, Fox will be Ironheart. Wolf will be Defied Rune. Damn it. Bestial Wolf will be Defied Rune. So. Oh, we need to set up a mine for the shield. I am curious what it does. Is it this? Oh, shit. It's a parry, the fuck? Or something? I don't know. Let's get rid of shift spells. Let's check it out. Let's try using it. In fact, this would have been a good time, or not. Actually, let's find some lightning that's gonna fall. I guess, I don't know. Presumably it's just a parry, you know? Looks like it, but we have to time it, so whatever. I don't really... Oh, right, we did inspiration, didn't we? Okay. No. Oh, stress pills. I'm done. Everything's menacing, right? I was also planning on doing, like... So the wolf was supposed to be the second character we play, because of DPS. Instead, I decided to just make him... Because he's gonna do less DPS than our rogue. So I just decided to do him as primary. The concept, by the way, is that Fox will be fucking his vengeance and killer. Not killer, vengeance, avenger, whatever. And then Wolf will just be scout, basically. You know, I'm doing a lot of damage right now. Not scout, but not a lesser form, but more. I don't know. I was also thinking maybe Fox is just the future, basically, in a way. Like knowledge and power, and Wolf is just learning, or something like that. Or I could just say Fox is a way of him surviving. Also, there's an idea that, like, the original idea I was thinking of doing with this is, like, there is a challenge. This is technically supposed to be a different challenge because there was an idea for it, because it would involve basically hardcore. Basically, lures to pooping. Yeah, but the concept behind this original idea, this was actually an idea a while ago that I had, but I threw it away because it was, like, going to be way too difficult. But basically, it's going to be like hardcore, where this Fox character will be a repetitive second life if you live as a fox. So the wolf would, it wasn't going to be a wolf or something like that. I don't remember what it was going to be. But the wolf was going to be like, oh, it's hardcore player in a way. But if you die, you respawn as a fox, and you have basically a second chance. But if you die as a fox, the run's completely over. How you regain the wolf character is you have to kill the boss that killed you, or whatever killed you. If it's a natural thing, then it doesn't count. But yeah, and there's not like a mechanic right now that does that. It's not like hardcore, medium core, or revenge or something like that. I was just gonna make a classic character and then delete it if that happens. But the idea was kind of something I'm not interested in as much. But mainly because the mode wouldn't be that difficult and stuff, and the thing I was gonna do with it. So instead, I decided to do the same thing, except turn it into, instead of hardcore, it would have been a challenge like Defied Rune or Ironheart. This character will be Ironheart though. But I don't know. I'm still thinking of the lore, I guess. Anyways, I feel like we should probably prepare some more, but this is probably gonna be the best weapon for what we have in things. But yeah, defeating the bosses allowed me to have a free switch back and forth. It will give me a token. In fact, we're gonna rename it. There we go. In fact, it would have been a cool multiplayer idea, I think. Like, but I don't know how to execute it. It was gonna be like, oh, swap, player swap, like where in multiplayer it would have been like, you have two characters. Well, at least the idea was you have two characters. One, you would basically same thing as this, except instead of you having two characters to play with, you have multiplayer. But I realized the concept was crappy and it didn't work well, especially with how multiplayer works at this point, and also just difficulty with switching. It'd been a lot more trouble than it's worth. Anyways, and yes, by the way, when we swap character, we can't prepare with one of the characters. So basically, what might have to happen is whoever it's called, we will just have to be basically re-preparing every time we die. because we have to prepare the other character. Because we can't just switch as soon as we're done with the boss fight. I mean, we can, but we can't switch back after that. So it might be difficult. But I'm gonna have to also get used to this movement, because I don't have wings, technically. Also, another thing to note. I'm gonna have very little practice. This is probably the character that's gonna die a lot, in fact. But at the same time, fucking, what is his name? Fox has Iron Heart. So I don't know about it. It's the only ish. So honestly, I don't really have an idea who's gonna die the most. In fact, yeah. Alright, let's see. Do we want to just get started straight on Queen Slime even though she's absolute ass pain? No, definitely not. In fact, this may be where I just do a different boss instead. Okay. I do want to actually get the sword here. Actually, I lied. That's a crap sword. By the way, when we switch Fox character, we can't, like I was thinking, we like, once we die as one of the characters, as a wolf character, once Fox comes back, we can't switch bosses, or like literally, we're not allowed to switch bosses. We are basically gonna be forced to fight the boss. Of course, we can take our time with it, but we can't switch bosses in the middle. We can't say, this boss we'll come back for. We have to do it if we die as wolf. So yeah. Alright, anyways. I don't really want to get started on Queen Slime because I don't really have the best movement for air. So I'll have to figure that out. Whatever. Oh, before we actually... No, Deep Diver is definitely something we need. Beautiful. How's the extra video coming along, by the way? It's done. It's being uploaded actually right now. It's 79%. The funny thing about it, by the way, is the upload time is 2 hours and like 30 minutes. But the actual video itself, literally an hour or 17, with a lot of edits. It's epic. And it's only part 1 too. It's only the first part. We're gonna have a part 2. Because technically MelonThaLord didn't get finished, and I have a better idea for MelonThaLord, but it'll take a lot of time, so I'm just gonna allow people to watch the first video, and it would have been too long. If I were to combine the videos, it would have been way too long for YouTube. Potentially, I would like to see 3 hours. Not 3 hours, 2 hours. But of course, 2 hour video is way too long. And 1 hour video is way too long, but whatever. But I think people would rather watch a full hour, like, long video than watch parts of a small video. Parts of a long playthrough. And it also increases the ads. Like, people have to watch when watching series more than a movie. Is there any other melees we might want to get? Whatever. Let's do Queen Slime, I guess. We're gonna need a crown. In fact, it's gonna be easier to fight her at night. Let's see how bad this is. Wow, that's terrible. Already a terrible start. Whatever. Honestly, I may need like a secondary movement option just because I don't really... This may go too far. This is like way too hard to control. Like for long range and dog and shit, might be good. In fact, just time to help trail in before it's too late like that. That could have been bad. This is terrible. Oh boy. Let's not die already. Okay, I need to fucking do that. In fact, you know what? Secondary. Secondary, sure. That honestly scared the shit out of me. Oh, well. Good thing we popped that healing, huh? This is terrible. What? What? Whoa. Okay, I have to avoid it now. Oh my god, this is one of the worst bosses. Let's not die here. Can I fucking click button? Okay, it doesn't even work. Fuck. Okay. Definitely gonna have to get used to that, honestly. Alright, wolf time. Fox time. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to overhaul fucking movement. Where's my summon? Hello? Oh, right. We can't switch. Forgot. Alright. Fox time. This may be a short run. Switch! Do you think it's... Oh, stream's buffering. I see it. Fuck. What's happening? Can stream update? Stream, can you fucking update, dude? Hey, is it? God, what the fuck?